Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 52 of the Road to the Top series. I am Toasty FM, and we have continued our solid run that we've been on. Obviously, you guys know we started off the season very badly, kind of picked it up a lot since then, and then we've kind of settled a little bit, but I'm okay with it because we're still going to putting in great performances. Obviously, last time we beat Rio Ave 1-0, and we came back against Porto in the Taça de Portugal. And I thought, it's a big three, we're going to struggle. We actually played very well. We scored through Sergei Lysenko in the 117th minute. It went to extra time. And we were there next to them. We played. We had a great performance. They unfortunately scored immediately through kickoff by Jose Pereira, and our lead against Porto was very short. And we went to penalties, and we missed a lot of penalties. Their goalkeeper had a very good day. Between the sticks, maybe not during the game, but definitely during the penalty shootout, we missed a few penalties. Very disappointing. But still, a great performance, I think. Unfortunate that was our first loss in a while. Then we came back the next game against Feirense, and this was our most disappointing game we've had in a while. Went down early. Tried to fight back, and then they just pulled away from us. We dominated the game as far as shots and everything, but they were clinical. We were wasteful up front. Not really doing what we could have with the ball. Obviously, their front three had an amazing game. It looks like everybody on Martinez, Rodri, and Marcelo all having about a 9 rating. So disappointed by that. Came back for 2 games against Portugal. The first game, we were winning for a good amount of time. They got their equalizer late in the game. Unfortunately, because that would have put us 6 points in our group stage of the Taça de Liga. Which, in the scheme of things, it doesn't make that big of a difference against Sporting. We're still going to have to perform well. They're in third. So, we still have to avoid defeat at all costs. We've already beat Braga. But we still need to beat them. No matter what. I think, if we would have won, actually, we might have been safe. I'm not really sure. Because they're still head-to-head, goal differential, all that stuff. But, still disappointing to get a tie. We came back against them a couple days later. And we won. This is a pretty even game, I think. We got the goal, and that's all that really matters, through Lysenko. Lysenko, in his 2 appearances lately off the bench, he's scored. So I'm happy with him. I'm happy with that. I was a little bit worried about him for a while there, because, he's such a hot prospect for us. If he's not performing well, it means there's, the offers are not going to come in. Because, part of me is keeping him because I think he could be a really good player for us and he could develop with us. I think he's the only player that's been with the team throughout the entire time of the save. I think he was part of the, our youth intake, our first year. Spent a couple times with the Bees, with the under-19s. Got called up, and he's been with us ever since, last maybe 3 seasons. So, he's never really been a starter here, but he has the potential to be a great player. But anyway, today it's Sporting. Today it's one of the big 3. It's the It's the club from Lisbon, the Green, the Lions, and no one have to perform well. We've been playing well. We played if we match them like we did against Porto, we could get through today. But it's all about how we play. So let's get into the starting lineup right now. All right, guys. So this is going to be the lineup. Pretty typical. As you can see, Breno has a bid in. I think that's on a free transfer. Might offer him a new contract. I'm not sure yet. Him and Lucas Taylor are very similar players, so we might not meet both of them. I'm not really sure yet. But everything else is pretty much the same. Defense has been solid lately. The Castro has turned into the best average rating in the club after having a very slow start. Barbosa and Jambur in the middle. DeVoe, Alexander Litka, and Paredes up top. Hasn't playing well lately, but I don't know. Lysenko has been playing well, but he again, both of them are very consistent, so I can't really trust either of them. I trust Paredes a little bit more because I know if he's on a bad run of games, he can turn it around. And Lysenko has actually been playing pretty well, so I feel like he'd end up having a bad game. So we come up against a Sporting team, and we definitely need a result today. We can't play well for letting them get the ball in that kind of position. Good job there. They're definitely coming at us earlier in this game. They know they need the result. They know they need the 3 points to get through. But we're in our defensive tactic. We're not afraid. I don't think our players have played well against likes of Porto lately. So very tough. Diogo Braz gets through there against our defense. Let's look at the goal. I mean, Deslan's not doing a good job there. Saulo not doing a good job either. Just not getting low and preventing the shot. I'm probably not going to switch tactics until the second half. I'd rather not let the game get away from us early. Give us a chance in the second half, but we might not have a chance. And that's a free kick goal. Saulo not having the game we would expect of him. I don't know where he's going. The ball's right at him. I guess you couldn't see it from over the wall, but not happy with his goalkeeping today. And now we kind of do have to come out of our shell a little bit against Sporting. I knew it was going to be tough, man. I knew it was going to be tough, especially away from home. At Sporting, it was always going to be an uphill battle. But we have to, continue to fight. If we were to get a goal right before half, ooh. Could have done better there. Could have done better. Should have the goalkeeper. It would have been great to have a goal right before halftime just to shake up our opponents here. But nothing doing. Coming into halftime here. Nobody on the team is really having we're not having a good game. I don't know what you're talking about, assistant. I'm not happy with you have an alpha out there. Nobody on the team is having a good game. Defensively, no. Offensively, no. So I'm definitely gonna expect better from them in the second half. Barbosa, Jambor, Paredes. Put it across, Paredes. Put it across. There were guys there. I mean, good start to the second half, but still. They've just been more clinical today, for sure. Let's bring on some guys to see if we can switch some stuff up. Lysenko there, Famia out there. Let's try that. And as the game goes on and on, it continues to get away from us. Nobody marking him. I mean, people are too deep. Nobody coming out to challenge him. At this point, the chances of us winning are unlikely at best. Part of me just wants to kind of make sure we don't get embarrassed here by our opponents. We have about 20 minutes left. Down 3-0. Our performance hasn't been bad. Defensively, we've been horrid. But if you look at the stats, we're doing fine against a team of this quality. I mean, we can't expect much more there, but we have to do better defensively, preventing shots, the free kick, obviously, but you can't allow. That's more on Saulo to kind of prevent him from getting that goal, and he just wasn't ready today against them. All three of the goals I feel are shots that he could do something with. The first goal was a 1-on-1 where he just stayed too high. Ball went by his feet. Second goal was a free kick that went right at him. Third goal was a goal that was a shot that was. I mean, obviously he was about 10 yards out with nobody in front of him. But still, I expect him to do a little bit better there. Very disappointing game today. But we have to take positives from it. I mean, it was always going to be an uphill battle. Maybe I'm being too hard on the guys. That was stupid. I know who I'm not allowing to take individual talks anymore. We have to execute better for sure. But it's just one game. I'd like to have made a cup run, but it wasn't on the cards this year. Got a little bit of cash, so that'll be fun. So let's look at the schedule. So we're gonna come up against likes of Braga, Mafra, Marítimo. I think we're gonna come back against Gondomar. Right after the end of the transfer window, see if we make any transfers. We haven't done much in the transfer window to this point. There hasn't been really much activity, much necessity, really. We might bring in another defender. I'm not sure yet. Maybe somebody for the left. I think Silva's back, or he's going to be back soon. I'm not really sure. Somebody's injured. I think it's it is Silva, but I think he should be back. I I don't know where I thought Silva was going to be back already, but I guess no, he's still going to be out for 35 weeks. So no, actually we did make one signing so far. Where the hell is he? I think I put him on the under-19s, actually. Yeah, because I'm an idiot and I forget these things. Stefan Pint, nice left winger. Okay player. Just brought him in because he was like free, and why not? And just a player for development. Not as good as I thought he was gonna be, but I don't know. Very anticlimactic. I was like, oh yes, I made a signing. Yes, I made a signing. Forgot about that completely. This is the guy, and it's just a guy. That not gonna play for us probably ever. Not soon, but most likely ever. But yeah, guys. So we're gonna come back and it's gonna come out tomorrow. Have another 4 games in between then. But yeah, guys. Thank you guys again for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Kind of a boring episode today. Nothing much happened. But take care of yourselves.